Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I am so excited for today's video. I know I say that all the time, but I'm truly excited about this one because I am doing another comparison video. A lot of times when I do comparison videos, I will do it between two items. But in today's video, I'm comparing three items. I'm comparing the new Louis Vuitton. This is the Key Pouch S. I recently purchased this. The Louis Vuitton regular key pouch, and then the Chanel small cosmetic pouch. Initially, I was going to just compare these two. I mentioned it to you in my unboxing video, but I had a ton of you say, can you also compare it to the Chanel small cosmetic pouch as well? These are all very similar, as you can see. So in today's video, it is going to be an extremely in-depth video, so hopefully you have some time. But as I always mention in these type of videos, I know that these items can be really expensive and I want to make sure that I give you all the details. So I'm going to go through each of these items, and then at the end I'm going to let you know which one I prefer or which one is basically the best bang for your buck. So because they are small leather goods and not handbags, I'm going to do this video similar to how I did this comparison video right here. Is I'm gonna be behind the camera so that you can really get an up-close view, because especially when I do portions of the video like the wear and tear, I really want you to be able to see that. I really want you to be able to see what fits, all of the above. So if these are pieces that you have been interested in, make sure to stick around. I would love you to take a little moment to hit that subscribe button. If you guys like comparison videos, fashion, beauty, handbags, all of the above, I would love to have you join my little YouTube family. So without further ado, we are going to get right into the comparison between the Key Pouch S, the Key Pouch, and the Chanel small cosmetic pouch. I hope you enjoy. Okay, my friends, here we go. These are the three items I'm going to be comparing today. We have the Louis Vuitton. This is the newest version. This is the Key Pouch S. We have the Chanel small cosmetic pouch, and then we have the regular Louis Vuitton key pouch. Now, I debated on how to do this video. I thought maybe I would do a comparison between two. Maybe I would just do a dedicated review and then include a comparison. But I had an overwhelming majority of you say, can you include the small cosmetic pouch as well? So in today's video, I'm going to break it down like I normally do. I'm going to tell you description, the price, the dimensions, what fits, the durability, wear and tear, the access or ease of use, any extras, security, variety, availability, all of the above. We are going to go through everything. So this is going to be an extremely detailed video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this will help you make your decision. I know there are a lot of amazing pieces out there and it's hard to decide. So my goal here is to give you as much information as possible so you can make an informed decision. So the first thing I want to do is I want to break down the description of each item so you know the features. We're going to start with the Louis Vuitton key pouch. So this Louis Vuitton key pouch is in the monogram coated canvas. You can see it has the gold toned hardware. And then when you open this up, you can see that it does have grained cowhide leather interior. This one in particular is made in France, and then it does come with this little D-ring, which is great to attach keys. So this is a quick little brief overview of the little key pouch. Now, this is an upgraded version. This is the Louis Vuitton Key Pouch S. This is the newest version. And with this one, it's a little bit larger. We will go over the dimensions in a bit because I want to kind of compare all of them. This one right here, monogram coated canvas, and then you open it up. It has the gold tone zipper. And then the neat thing about this one, it does have the typical cowhide leather lining, but it also does come with this little pouch right here that you can put a card in. Other than that, it is one large compartment. And then it also does have this little D-ring where you can attach keys to. So that's that one, and you can see how the two of them compare, but we will get into the dimensions later. And then you have this right here. This is the Chanel small cosmetic pouch. It is in the caviar leather. I would recommend if you do pick this piece, you get it in caviar because lambskin can have a tendency to be a little bit less durable. So this one has the caviar leather. It's really nice and soft. It has the gold toned hardware. You can see the top. And then the interior lining of this is more of a fabric. This one is made in Spain. I just took out the authenticity card and you can see it is one large compartment. So that is a brief overview of the 3 items. What I want to do now is I want to talk about the price because that's important, let's face it. Now for pricing, these 2 are very similar and this one is way out left field. So as of today, which is March 25th, 2025, this little Louis Vuitton key pouch retails for $330. The Louis Vuitton Key Pouch S is $365, which I must say, I actually thought that wasn't too bad because it is much larger and it's not too much more. It's only about $35 more. And then the Chanel Small Cosmetic Pouch in the caviar retails for $625. So this one is a whopping around $300 more than these 2 pieces. I want to quickly go over the dimensions. As you can see from like a quick brief overview, you can tell this one is a lot smaller. This is 4.7 in length, 2.8 in height, and about 0.4 in width here. You have the Key Pouch S, which is 5.9 in length, 3.5 in height, and then it is about 0.4 in width. So let's just kind of compare this. You can see it is much larger than the regular key pouch, but this is where the similarities really lie between these 2 because the small cosmetic pouch is 5.75 in length, 3.25 in height, and about 0.5 in width. So these are actually very, very similar. As you can see, there's not much difference. Very, very similar as far as the dimensions are concerned. The next part of the video is what fits and the capacity. And this, in my opinion, is by far the most important because obviously we want to get the most bang for our buck. So what I have done is I have a couple items that I normally carry. I have cash, I have my key fob, I have a bunch of cards, and for purposes of this video, I have 6. I'm just using gift cards so that I don't use my actual credit cards and license. And then I also have a little fragrance, Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt. And then I also have a little lippy right here from Chanel. This one is in 825. So these are the items a lot of times that I will carry, and it's not necessarily these 2, but usually it's a little fragrance and a lippy. But for purposes of this video, I wanted to bring it because if I'm not carrying a purse, I like to have a grab and go. So let's start with the Louis Vuitton key pouch here. So the way that I would know, and let's kind of move these aside. So what I would do, here are the cards. Again, there are about 6 cards that I'm going to put in there. Take the little key ring out. I'm going to take the cash. Now for this one, you have to fold the cash twice. You can put it in there like that. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to really fit these. It's not going to zip. So these are kind of out. You can zip it. And then what I would do is I would then attach my key fob to it. So you can see it's, if you want your cards and your cash, you can put it in there. You can also attach your key, but it's not necessarily going to work to include the lipstick and the fragrance. So keep that in mind. Now, would these fit without the cards and cash? Yes, you can see it would fit both of those, and you could probably even, you know, maybe put a little bit of cash in, but you can see you're getting to the point where it is going to get a little stuffed. So you probably could finagle it in there somehow, just depending, but keep in mind, sometimes the zipper can get stuck. So that is what it's for this key pouch. Okay, so now let's go to the Key Pouch S. The great thing about this one, it's a lot larger. The zipper is very smooth and it has the little D-ring here. So the great thing about this for cash, you don't have to double fold, it's just a single fold and you can put it in there. And there is plenty of room, as you can see, so that the zipper's not going to get stuck on the cash. Then I have my cards. You can put them here. You can also choose to take a card and put it in here. Like let's say it's your ID. You can put that in there too. And then in addition, we have our little fragrance, which will stand up nicely. You can put a lippy too, zip it, and then you can attach the key fob. So as you can see with this Key Pouch S, you can fit everything very comfortably. And if you really wanted, you probably could, let's finagle it a little bit. You probably could fit, yep, you can fit the key fob in there too. Now it will get a little bulky, but you can see it does fit. So this one is great as far as capacity is concerned, and I like that it has the option of this little D-ring as well. All right, now let's do the Chanel small cosmetic pouch. Now with this one does not have a D-ring. It is just one pouch. So let's go ahead. First we have the cash, which you can put in there nicely. Then we have the cards. Then we have the fragrance. Then we have the lippy. And then we're going to put in the key fob. So everything will fit and it zips. So as far as capacity is concerned, these two fit about the same. The only difference is this one has a D-ring and this one does not. Now I want to talk about wear and tear. Now keep in mind, this category I always like to include, but I've only had this piece for a short amount of time, so unfortunately this will not necessarily be included in that, but I can talk to both of these. So let's talk about the Louis Vuitton key pouch. So the Louis Vuitton key pouch, it looks okay for the most part. My biggest complaint with this is you can see there is just maybe a little tiny bit of glazing here, but my biggest issue is the gold toned hardware. Do you see how that is really tarnishing? Like it is bad on this one, and I think it's probably because I do use it quite a bit. The D-ring is still really nice and shiny. The chain has some tarnishing on it, but the biggest issue is the little zipper pull. On the inside, it still looks pretty nice. So the biggest thing with this, just a little bit of glazing here and then the tarnishing, which in my mind for the price, even though I love this, I don't feel like it should be tarnishing that much, but obviously it's from the oils of my fingers. So this one, as I stated, I've only had it for a short time, but I would imagine because it has the same hardware that you're probably going to deal with the same tarnishing as you get with the smaller key pouch. Let's talk about this, okay? I have to say I adore this piece. I know it's pricey, but because of the shiny caviar leather, I use this so much. I have thrown it around and you can see it looks beautiful. I don't have any stitches or anything like that coming out. The zipper still looks nice here. There might be a little bit of tarnishing right here, but it's not too bad. The biggest thing you're going to have to worry about this, and it's even not that bad here, is since the interior is a fabric, you might have to worry about it getting dirty. But honestly, I have used this one the most out of my Chanel small cosmetic pouches, and it has held up so nicely. So if we're talking about like durability, wear and tear, this one is much better because this one you have to deal with all the tarnishing. All right, I want to talk about the accessibility and ease of use, okay? So that obviously is important. It's as important as what fits. So we're going to start with the little key pouch here. So one issue I have, and you might recall that I unboxed a really beautiful denim pink key pouch. I ended up returning that because I found that when you would put cards in it, it was hard to zip. And I told my little Chick-fil-A story where like the zipper got stuck. It doesn't do it like quite as much with this one, but just keep in mind if you do overstuff this, because like the cards are so close to the zipper, sometimes it can be like a little like hard to close. if it gets too close. Now, for the most part, I have been okay, especially with this one and my other one, but for some reason with the denim material, it was getting stuck all the time. So you just have to be very mindful of that since the cards are so close to the zipper. Also, as far as like access and ease of use, this is great. This is a great piece. I have told you it's one of my favorites because I love it as a grab and go. You can put your cards, your keys, your cash. It is a little stuffed, but you're not going to be able to take a lippy and a fragrance as well. For this one, for accessibility and ease of use, the great thing about this, the zipper is not going to get stuck. It already is a really smooth zipper, but because you can see there is so much more space here, like the cards and the cash are not like right near the zipper, so it'll zip very easily without having to worry about it getting stuck. I also love the fact that it does fit a lot. Like you could see that earlier that it fit your lip gloss, you know, the fragrance. It also fit the key fob. Now keep in mind, when you do put all of this stuff in it, it is going to get a bit bulky. I'm just going to show you. So you see you put it, so it is going to get a little bit bulky. Not a huge deal, but just kind of keep that in mind. And the chain here on the D-ring, it does appear to be like a little flimsy for this. Now, I'm not worried about it breaking, but I feel like, so this chain right here, it is the same exact size as the one on the little key pouch. I do think since this is a bigger key pouch, it should have been a little bit thicker. You guys tell me what you think. I'm not saying it's going to break, but it's just something I'm going to kind of keep an eye on. But this is great as far as accessibility because it does fit a lot. It is just going to get a little bulky. This one does not have a D-ring, unfortunately, but as you saw from the what fits, you know, it will fit your key fob comfortably, you know, along with your cards and cash and everything. So this one, even though it doesn't have a D-ring and even though it's full, it is like, it's hard to explain. It always keeps that thin shape. That's the one thing I love this. Like even when you really stuff it, it's still, I mean, obviously you can tell things are in it, but it remains thin. Whereas like this one, it did have a tendency to get a little more bulky when you had things in it. So I love this. It also has a really, really smooth zipper, which is great. The cosmetic pouch, it is such a great item. It really is. So as far as like accessibility and ease of use, this one is really, really good. This one is really good as well, based on what I said. And then this one, the only issue is the zipper will get stuck and then you can't necessarily carry the cards, the cash, the keys, the fragrance, as well as the lippy. All right, the next category is going to be extras. Like, is there anything extra that these pieces have? And I would say for this one, the extra obviously is the little D-ring. That is nice because you can either carry your key on the D-ring or carry it inside. This one, it has the little D-ring, and then the extra is also the little pocket here so that you can put a card. And I think this is nice because then you can separate your ID from your major credit card. So this one has like two really nice little features. And then this one is pretty standard. You just open it up and then it has one large compartment. So nothing like too fancy as far as that's concerned. Another category I want to talk about with these is variety because, you know, some of us might not want like just like a boring little card holder, right? So I'm going to start with the Chanel small cosmetic pouch. The great thing about this is the Chanel cosmetic pouch comes in so many different colors. And as you can see here, I have four. I have a beautiful lilac, the Tiffany blue, a raspberry, and then the black. I use these all so much. And this one, oh, it's so pretty. It matches my little Chanel mini. But the thing about this, I love it. It comes in so many different colors. So as far as variety is concerned, you're not going to have to just get the basic black. If you want a color, you can get it in all the new seasons. They come out with new colors. So that's amazing. Let's talk this little key pouch right here. So just like the small cosmetic pouch, it also comes in a variety of colors. I love this. As you can see, I have my little iridescent. This is like my favorite. I have my little Empreinte version in the beautiful pink, and then this is the monogram Eclipse. This matches my outdoor messenger bag. These have a variety as well. They also saw they had the pink denim. Also have so many other styles to choose from. So that's where these can be addicting, especially if you really love a piece, because anytime they come out with a new color, you get kind of like addicted to it. Okay, and then we have this new guy. Now, there's not much variety here. As of now, it's only the monogram. Now, they do have like different sizes for this, but I'm specifically talking about like in this size. As of now, because it's a new piece, it only comes out in the monogram, so there's not much variety to choose from here, but I would imagine that as this piece becomes more popular, that maybe they would come out with different versions of it. Now I want to talk about availability, because that's important. Let's face it, if you want to get one of these wallets, you want to make sure you can actually get it. So the key pouch, I would say back in the day, it was really hard to get, but I checked the website the other day and it was available. Plus, every time I've gone into a Louis Vuitton, I have seen these under the glass. So right now, these are pretty readily available. The S key pouch, I did check the website the other day and it was available to purchase, but I will say when it first came out, it was really hard to get. I had to place an order with my sales associate and it took me like a month to get it. So this one was easier to get. This one was a little hard. Now this one, I will say, if you go into your local boutique, I love this, but it's kind of been hit and miss for me. Every time I go in, I ask my sales associate to see the new colors, and honestly, she doesn't really get that many. Now, maybe there are other Chanel boutiques that do, but these are a little more hard to obtain. So I would say easy, medium, and then a little more hard, depending on the boutique. You're probably going to be able to find them, but it might not be the color that you want. Okay, so those were all the categories, and to sum it up, I'm going to rank the order of these pieces for me, and this is so hard. Now keep in mind, these pieces are amazing. They're great. As I stated, I have multiples of these, and then this is my first piece, but I would have to say, like, if I had to pick an order based on all the categories that I selected, I would have to say that these are going to rank higher than this one. And I would say that this one ranks a little higher than both of them because the price, this is going to be $300 less than this. It's a little more than this, but capacity to fit more. And then it also does have the extra features of the D-ring as well as the pocket. Then I'm going to have to say this one, because this one, the only reason it's ranked a little lower is it doesn't have the D-ring, which isn't necessarily a huge deal because as you could see, everything would fit, but it is really expensive, and then it is a little hard to get, but it is going to fit about the same. And then this one, the only reason I'm ranking it third is because it doesn't fit the fragrance and the lippy along with the cash, the cards, you know, and all that. So again, this is going to be first, this is going to be second, and this is going to be third. But just because I rank them doesn't mean I don't love all of them, because I really do. But this is such a great piece, you guys, and I truly believe that with the popularity and ease of use that they're going to be coming out with more pieces for sure. So hopefully I helped. Hopefully I answered all of your questions. I will try to find these items on the pre-love market and maybe link them down below. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. You can follow me on Instagram, message me on Instagram, ask me a question, or you can also leave a comment down below. That's what I'm here for. I always mention in my comparison videos that I know these items can be really pricey, so you definitely want to do your research. So if there's anything I can do at all to help, please let me know. But I will leave you with some lovely eye candy. As you can tell, I am extremely addicted to small leather goods, and these are just such great pieces and you can't go wrong, and they're really good grab and go. Like, let's say you want to go to the grocery store or the gym and you don't want to take a purse. all of these items are great because you can have your cash, your cards, your keys, your lippies, your perfume, you know, or even other things that you might want to carry. I was just showing you the basics that I typically carry. But thank you again for watching. If you're new to my channel and like videos like this, I would love to have you hit that little subscribe button, and I would love to have you follow me on Instagram as well. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day.